Now, I don't know how many of you have watched the live gameplay of Armored Kill at Gamescom this last week, but I've been watching it, and honestly, it looks better than I thought it was going to be. I kind of thought Armored Kill was going to be a sort of spread out version of Caspian Border, where it took 20 minutes to get into any sort of action, and then when your new pilot had flown you over there and crashed into a tree, you then had to run from your base because there were no vehicles to get back into the action. But having seen the gameplay, it doesn't look like it's that at all. It looks like there's actually quite a lot going on, and it seemed, which I'm really glad about as well, that the AC-130 isn't as overpowered as one might think it might be. However, I've decided that because 90% of the people playing in the gameplay I saw were engineer, that in this video I would train myself to be a good engineer. So that's what you're seeing, a full defensive round on Caspian Border. The reason why I'm doing this, and you might think, well, Frankie, you must have played like 300 hours on Battlefield 3. Why in the world would you ever want to play engineer now and train up for it? Well, it's because since I played Bad Company 2, where engineer to me was kind of a skill-based class with the AT4, you know, it took a long time to learn how to use that correctly because you were so out of cover when you were using it. I just haven't played engineer in Battlefield 3 much at all. And I do appreciate there is quite a bit of skill involved in at least hitting something with an RPG or a SMOR or something like that, but I would have really loved, as I said in the previous video on Armored Kill, to have actually had some sort of, not a buff to the engineer class, because I think it's a balanced class overall, but sort of, I don't know, just make it a little bit more skill-based. Like, on the Armored Kill maps, you get an AT4 and they take away the lock-on weapons. That would sell me. That would sell me. As a bit of a troll disclaimer here, by AT4 I do mean a sort of missile you can control, because I do appreciate it in real life, and in fact in the single player the AT4 is just a sort of dumbfire rocket, but that's kind of what I mean by that. So any sort of equivalent to that, even if it was like you could just rip off a cornet launcher and mount that on your shoulder, that would be cool. But in other news, Counter-Strike has zombies. What the hell? Well, that was a random change of news, I appreciate, but Counter-Strike Global Offensive is finally out of beta and being released tomorrow, Tuesday the 21st of August, and they've managed to get a zombie mod working in it, so more zombies in Counter-Strike. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm going to get a Counter-Strike Global Offensive, even though I'm not a particularly good Counter-Strike player. In fact, if you've got a good Global Offensive gameplay, or you can record some and send it in to me at 1080p, then please do so, because I would love to put up some of that kind of gameplay. I'm just not good enough at Counter-Strike to get that kind of footage unless I'm sort of playing against low-level bots or complete noobs, which very rarely seems to happen. Although, I have heard that PS3 and Xbox players can play against PC players now. So there may be an opportunity for me to shine. I'm just going to select those servers. The guys playing with controllers against me with a keyboard. Then I would win. Then I would win. The strange thing is, though, I've been a little bit confused recently by just how many games are actually coming out. Like, not just Global Offensive, but just so many games coming. I've never, like, in the last 2-3 years, I've never seen so many games released between kind of, like, end of August and sort of February, sort of the golden period when games tend to come out. I mean, there are just so many. In fact, I'm going to name you a few, and I'm pretty... if I've missed anything, please do tell me, but here's some of them. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, Guild Wars 2, Darksiders 2, Borderlands 2, Dishonored, Bioshock 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter, PlanetSide 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Hitman Absolution, Far Cry 3, Resident Evil 6, Lost Planet 3, Warzy, DayZ, Standalone, Metro Last Light... Arma 3, Doom 4, Prey 2, Torchlight 2, Dead Space 3, Aliens, Clone Marine, Tomb Raider, and Splinter Cell Blacklist. Even though that doesn't have Michael Ironside, you bastards, EA. In fact, EA don't make this. Why? I shouldn't keep blaming EA for things like that. You bastards, Ubisoft. Why would you do that to us? I loved Michael Ironside, especially when he got bitten in half in... what film did he get bitten in half in? It was a bug one. Starship Troopers. That's the one. If you want to see Michael Ironside get bitten in half, that's the film for you. Starship Troopers 2, not so good. They probably had like a 10 quid budget for that thing, but Starship Troopers 1, that is a good film. Back on topic, which of those games are you actually most interested in? And if I've missed any out, please do tell me, although that list probably went by so fast that I won't blame you if you put one in that I've already said, because that nearly freaking killed me, reading out that list. But the one I was most interested in, this is mainly because I thought Dead Space 2 was the best game of 2011. Like, I seriously thought it was the best game of 2011, Dead Space 2. Not the multiplayer, just the single player. I really enjoyed it. But Dead Space 3, having watched the footage, seems to have become a sort of third-person shooter, which is exactly where that game does not want to go. But I hope EA haven't actually done that to the game, because I will be really disappointed if they have. I was also looking forward to Dishonored, but weirdly enough that also doesn't look quite as good as the first trailer, having seen a bit of gameplay of it, although I will be playing Dishonored because I want to be some sort of teleporting ninja freaking assassin or something like that. BioShock 3 is probably now the one I'm looking forward to the most, although I'm sort of on tenterhooks about Warzy and the DayZ standalone, because as I'm sure a lot of, I don't know if you've seen the videos on my channel of DayZ, but I freaking love DayZ. It's such a good game, so do try it out. The strangest thing for me though, having gone back through that list about 3 or 4 times to find the game I am most anticipating out of all of them, the one I kept going to was PlanetSide 2. Now, I don't know whether PlanetSide 2 is going to have a sort of massive following, or whether it's going to be a sort of cult following like the original PlanetSide, but I swear, having seen the trailers for that game, it is going to be freaking amazing. It just looks like such a cool, well-designed game. I'd really highly recommend trying it out, because of all of those, it seems to be the sort of the best thought out and the best put together. In fact, if any of you guys have managed to get into the closed beta or beta of PlanetSide, then please do tell me. You know, if you've got a spare key and you can't use it, but it's been sent through to you. I don't know if the beta's opened yet, but if it has, and you've got one, then please do send it through, because I would love to play that game, but only if you can't play it. I'd feel bad. So it would really help me out if you could do that. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't include Black Ops 2 in that list of games then, and that's because I just wanted to ask you at the end of this video to kind of help me out, whether or not you're interested in seeing footage of it, generally, because I post to Machinima as well, because I'm a director on there, so and they like to see Black Ops things more than any other sort of thing. So I will be making videos of it and sending them into there, and I will post them on my channel. So don't worry if you don't want to see it. I will keep posting those videos on my channel, because obviously I've made them already for the guys at Machinima, and it won't affect the other videos I've put up, but I'm sort of just generally interested in who's actually interested in seeing them, because I don't think you can write of a game before you've seen it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this bit of gameplay here. I will have some more DayZ up shortly for you guys. If you could, comment at least on the video, just so I know what you guys actually want. Rating it obviously helps me as well, but, I do read all the comments. And on that note, guys, I will see you in the next chapter.